Welcome guys. Now we are in question number 9 in C# and .NET interview question discussion series. The question number 9 is, what is polymorphism in C#? Right? This is actually polymorphism related questions are the most common questions, but the most of the candidate fail to answer this question, the polymorphism. Right? Alright. If someone asks you a question, what polymorphism is, right? You must have a clear idea what polymorphism is, right? Polymorphism is the ability of an object, method, or function to take multiple forms, allowing the same entity to behave differently based on the context or input. Right? This is a good definition for the polymorphism. Right? Polymorphism means actually the multiple forms. Right? In C# actually, the ability of an object or method or function to take multiple forms. Right? The thing is, we need to explain how we achieve these multiple forms. Right? For example, in object-oriented programming, polymorphism allows methods in derived classes to override methods in base classes. Right? We say it overriding or runtime polymorphism. Right? Or enables a single interface to support multiple implementations. We say overloading. Right? Or compile time polymorphism. Right? There are two types of polymorphism. We say overriding, compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. For runtime polymorphism, we can achieve it with method overriding, right? In C#. The compile time polymorphism we can achieve with method overloading, right? In for overriding, we can override the derived subclass. We can override base class methods in child classes. But in the overloading, we have no subclass, superclass, which means we are not using inheritance, right? For overloading, we have same entity or same class, right? But it has different methods with different signatures, right? I will explain those things with overloading and overriding exercises, right? Now, let's get some idea, right? What polymorphism is and how to achieve the polymorphism and what are the main types, right? The runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism. Alright, let's move into the code exercise for achieving this. Right. Here is my C# exercise. I already coded it. I just want to explain you to this. Right? We have a class called employee. Right? Employee, and that employee class has a property called name. Employee has a name, right? And it has a one method called work, right? We use this virtual keyword. The reason is we want to override these methods in subclasses or child classes, right? The normal employee has the work method. It's normal working method. The employee name is performing general employee task. Then this name comes from this property, right? Alright. Now we have three entities: manager, developer, and intern employee. Right? Those three are also the employees. Right? So that's why we use this inheritance. The manager class is derived from employee class. So then employee is the subclass, parent class, the manager class is child class or derived class. This developer class also derived class. Intern class also a derived class or subclass, right? This employee is a superclass or parent class. In manager class, we override this work method with override keyword, right? Now this is manager. We don't want to override the name, right? The reason is the employee and manager both has the name property. Right? We override this work method in manager. The reason is manager's duty is different, right? Managers normally managing employees, human resources, the leave and allocations like us, so many things, right? Is managing the team and delegating the task. When you move into developer also an employee. So the developer also has required the name property. So it's automatically derived from employee. So this developer has the name property. But the developer want to change or override this work method. The reason is the developer has a specific task rather than employee or manager, right? Basically here I write writing and debugging codes, not only writing and debugging, design, developing, troubleshooting, supporting. There are so many tasks, but here I add only these things, right? Now we have intern also employee. So intern also has the name property. It's already derived from employee class, right? So I want to override this work method, right? The interns are basically learning and assisting with simple tasks. Normally the interns work. Now we have another class called program class. We know this is the entry point of the C# console application, right? Alright, it has a main method, static main methods, and we create a list of employees. We know that our parent class, right? So we have 3 objects from manager, developer, and intern, right? The base class, we can create employee objects from these different methods, different classes, due to the manager also employee, developer also employee, intern also employee. So all of them has name, so we need to initialize it, right? We provide the name. But with this for each loop, we iterate this list of objects, right? Within this object, we call this work method. We know this work method has this console.writeLine, but in the manager class, it's override with this. In developer class, it override with this. The intern class, it override with this, right? So now we can see this overriding, right? The same the employee has same methods called work, right? But with runtime we override this method, then the same method, but it's behave differently, which means it has multiple forms. These methods, the overriding the subclasses and behave differently. So we can run it. You can see this, the name we provide, Alice is managing a team and debugging tasks, right? We can say same methods but behave differently, right? Here we explain only the runtime polymorphism with a method overriding, right? We have another concept called overloading, but in overloading we don't have the inheritance, actually parent-child classes. It has only one instance or entity with the same name method but different signatures, right? I will explain it in different section. Please get the idea behind this, what inheritance is, and how we achieve these multiple forms, right? Hope this is clear. Let's move into next